The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Delay of game,
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Butker on for the PAT. That will make this a 16-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
With the ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Up the middle they go. It's done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out. Need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Hurts throwing middle, and it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
Fielded at the 43. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
They give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On play action, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Dunn. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Pretty move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Myers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But 1st down, Hurts. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
$12 yards on the return that time. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And some room to run now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Bucker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Michael Strahan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Strahan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hurts throw pulled in by Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.